What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, my name's Sam and you're watching One Life Cars, the channel where I teach you how to fix your car. In today's video, you join me with the Ford Fiesta for a quick tutorial on how to remove and replace your window motor or window regulator. Perhaps your window won't open or close, perhaps it's stuck, or the motor's just burnt out and you know that. This is the video on how to get to the motor and replace it. So, without further ado, stay tuned guys and I'll show you guys how. Let's go! Alright guys, we're looking at the door card and the first thing you might notice is I've opened the door. Give yourself plenty of space, I've put the seat all the way back and I'm showing you this on the passenger side as it's a lot easier for me to manoeuvre and a bit more space. But it doesn't matter, you'll find the passenger side and driver's side are both the same anyway, just mirrored. So, let's go. First thing we're looking for is ways to get into the door card, and the most obvious and first one is this screw here. Now it should have a black plastic cap over it, so when you look in on yours you might not see anything other than just black plastic, but if you look closely you'll see the circle of where the cap goes and you can get a little flat screwdriver and pop the cap off, revealing a Phillips screw. It's a normal crosshead screw, so I'd probably get that out first job. Now once you've got that screw out, the next thing we're going to look at is this panel here. And for those of you who've watched the door mirror removal video, you'll be familiar with this panel. It just pops off with your hands. Now you need the door to be open for this. So with the door open, you're going to get some fingers on it or behind it, whatever you find best. Or maybe a tool just behind the plastic edge there and pop it off like so. But perhaps don't be so rough. I've already half loosened this for the video, so it come off quite easy. But yeah, don't be so rough with it. Try and prise it off gently so you don't snap the clips, because then it never goes on right and it'll rattle about when you're driving and annoy you. So now we've got that off, we can see there's no screws for the door card behind there, it's just mirror stuff. We might have to disconnect that, I'm not sure yet, but I'll let you know as the video continues. So we've got that panel out the way, we've got this screw out. Now the next thing you've got is two plastic nuts underneath. I'll try and get a good shot of him. One there and one further along. You have to probably get on the ground to do these. They're just like plastic nuts. So we'll get a socket on them now and I'll let you know what size we need to undo them. Also guys, if you look at this trim here, this shape sort of around the bottom of the handle and just underneath the window switch, you'll see it's got a line all the way around it and you can get a flat screwdriver under it and it just peels off. It's just on plastic clips like you can see here, and you can pull it all away like so. Right, so I've got this fully off and it sort of comes off with the switch as well, so be careful of the wires on your window switch. You can pop that switch out if you want or just leave it like that, it's up to you. So there's a bolt here, as you can see there sticking out, I've already undone that. And there's also one in there, I'll just focus it so you can actually see. There you go. And it's a T25 Torx bit, just like that. It doesn't have to be one with a hole in the top, I'm just using that because it's the first bit of pics, but it's a Torx 25, T25 Torx bit. Get them two undone, and then it should be everything. Like I say, that screws there's out, your panels off the bottom, both plastic nuts are off there. A nightmare, by the way, you're better off just yanking them out of a pair of pliers. They're just plastic clips basically. And after that, and these two here, we should be able to start pulling the door card off. Now I've already started undoing it a bit here, so I recommend you start from this corner, prise it away there, try and lift it up and off. That sort of sits on that metal there. Lift it up and off and work your way around and around the bottom, and it should all pop off quite easily. Don't yank it away from the car too much, as you've got wires for the window control, wires for the speaker somewhere, even though that should be connected to the door, not the door card. That wire might need to be disconnected. Just take it off gently and bear in mind wires that might not have much length on them. Right, let's crack on. You see the clip and it's got a tab underneath somewhere. Stick my finger in. It's a bit fiddly actually. And slide it out supposedly. Oh, the clip's on the back. Oh, I'm pressing the clip there. There you go, dead easy. And now we can get that wire out of the way.
exposing the motor connected to, I'm guessing it's a sprocket or some a drive to turn the actual window. So the next thing what I do is undo these 3 Torx bolts, which are, right guys, we have a T25 bit, Torx 25 bit for these 3 bolts. I'll undo them. Right guys, so we've released the window motor. When you buy a new motor, I'm not sure, because it's been a while since I've done one, if you get the motor on its own or you get this whole unit with the sort of the sprocket, this bit. Some of you will find that this sprocket would have wore down. This does happen on some other cars. The plastic wears down, so you have to replace the whole regulator bit too. I think they come as a full unit. If they don't, you've got 3 Allen key bolts that look like an 8mm to get the motor off, but I'm pretty certain they come all as one, and that is your window motor. So at this point now you've got a new motor, the window moves fine, you're just changing the motor itself. Now it's just a case of giving it a wiggle to line up those sprockets, like so. Once you know your sprocket's running, it's clipped all the way in, you can hold it in place and put your screws back in. Your 3 T25 Torx bits, or Torx screws should I say. Get them tightened up, and don't forget to connect your electrical lead, which again is the yellow and white one. It'll only go in one way and it just clips back in like so. And that guys is how to remove and replace the window motor / window regulator on the Ford Fiesta Mark 5 and 6. Obviously next is putting the door card back on. If you can't remember how to put it back from just taking it off, refer to my door card video, which I'll put a link up to now in the top right hand corner of your screen, and that will help you on your way to getting it all back together properly. But other than that guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, my name's Sam Clark, you're watching One Life Cars, peace.